What would it look like to lead from a place of clarity and calmness this week? How would I show up and how would I communicate and how would I feel doing that? What would that open up for me in terms of possibilities and opportunities in the future? And then last but not least, I know that kind of feels risky. Even if you're in a healthy, quite normal workplace, if we always were the person that responds straight away, changing this little tactic sounds scary and feels scary. I get it. It's always scary to go out of our comfort zone. The ironic thing is your comfort zone is right now actually, if you're really true to yourself, really uncomfortable. So you are doing yourself a favor in setting the new standard and switching all your comfort zone to something that is actually comforting you in your career so that you can be strategic and clear. The way how I want you to do this is to track what you're doing and what came out of that. You set a little boundary, track it in your notes app or in a Google document. And then write down what came out of that in terms of yourself, how you felt, your confidence, like all of the internal things. And then also on the outside, what was the actual reply? What was the actual result out of that? Perhaps you delivered something better and actually got rewarded for that. Perhaps you had less feedback rounds, which was actually bringing you more time, even more space to do meaningful work. Perhaps your boss or somebody else in the management team was recognizing your good work. And this leading to potentially having another person as a mentor or another important person is in your network that speaks up for you in a room where you're not in, right? So think about it and write all of that down. What that does, it rewires you a little bit in a way that you understand that this is actually a great opportunity for you to grow. And that this boundary is actually not at all a thing where you're like, I want to work less, but where you switch to working more strategically and more meaningfully. So each time you do it, make sure that you celebrate it as the win that it is. And think about this. If you do that in the long run, how will your career trajectory shift? And how will the way you feel about yourself shift? Once you understood that, there's no way back.